So hello everybody, welcome back to Radioactive Inc. I'm your host, Fletcher Stump, as you already know or should know. This is another episode of Game Chat. Today's topic is Kingdom Hearts. So, let's go ahead and dive into this. Now, Kingdom Hearts is a very, very successful, franchise for the game. Developer Square Enix, they do a fantastic job constantly reimagining the storyline, coming up with new control schemes for these games. Now, that is always something to definitely look for. Through every game, the control scheme has changed to better adapt for what the game needs. Like, in the first game, in Kingdom Hearts 1, it was kind of like your basic controls, it was treading the waters a little bit, and then Kingdom Hearts 2 came out and they were like, okay, so those dumb functions from the first game, like not being able to open chests whenever there's an enemy around, we're going to take that out, and now you can open chests whenever and wherever. We don't care. Just hit the triangle button. You're fine. That is great. A developer who's actually paying attention as they continue on with the franchise is something that is amazing to see. Because some really, really don't pay attention and they think that what they're doing is fucking fantastic, so they just keep it up. And then they wonder why they go bankrupt and tank. But, let's be honest. Square Enix has had a lot of practice. They've released how many Final Fantasy games? So they have definitely had practice, and they're at the stage now where they know what's going to work, and they know what they need to remove because it just has no place being there. Now, with that comes the biggest thing, and yes, it is definitely the biggest thing. The number one issue that I find with Square Enix at the moment is, and stay with me now, where is Kingdom Hearts 3? Anytime you would like to tell us when that game is coming out. Look, I have been a fan of this series since it began. Now, I have been waiting for Kingdom Hearts 3 ever since I finished 2. That's a long-ass time to be waiting on a fucking game. I feel like I'm sitting around waiting on The Last Guardian to show up. Now I get it, I really do. You're adding all of this stuff, you want to make this like the closing chapter to Sora's storyline here. I understand that, but you have got to give us something to work off of. These little screenshots that you put up on like Facebook and shit, they're not doing it. They don't tell us what's going on with the game. A quick little simple tweet out going, hey, making forward progress on Kingdom Hearts 3. More details later. That's great! At least we know you're working on it! Right now, we feel like you're not doing anything and you're just intentionally leaving us in the dark. It's not cool. These teaser trailers and shit like that, not fucking cool. Give us something to work off of. Just a little itty bitty piece of detail would be great. Like a general estimation of release time would be cool. Like, hey, expect Kingdom Hearts 3 between this time and this time. Saying, 2017 as a whole sucks. It really does. It is not something fun to work off of because we have no time in between. There's no prep time for this. Square Enix, I love you. You make great games, you really do, but fuck you when it comes to Kingdom Hearts 3. Give me something, please. Just a little bit. Just something. Now, for everybody watching, don't take this the wrong way. I'm not mad. I'm really not. It's just, Kingdom Hearts really is my favorite game series ever. It's really, it has immense replay value to it because, the story is just so iconic and it is so unique. It is truly all its own. And it combines, the greatest things from Final Fantasy and Disney and just throws it into one game. And it's like, we can make this work. This is something that is really cool. And there's new worlds constantly coming up. You get to go back and visit worlds that you've played in other games and see them from a different viewpoint. You get to meet characters from the other games and see them, again, from a different viewpoint. Like for Kingdom Hearts 2, Stitch becomes a summonable character, but in Birth by Sleep, you get to go to the spaceship for Lilu and Stitch, where Stitch was being held, and play through that world and experience it in just this whole new light. And that's what I love about these games. This is what I truly love. They are so immersive. And let's face it, Mickey is a fucking badass beyond belief. Like, just unbelievable. And these, even the enemies become iconic. They become somebody that you either really, really like or really, really hate. Like Axel from Kingdom Hearts 2. He might be a villain, but I love him as a character. He is fucking great as a character. I'm serious. If you have not played Kingdom Hearts, it is a game that I would recommend. I would recommend it up and down, like non-stop. It is a game that I believe everybody should play. It is just that iconic. Now, of course, not every title is great. I mean, there is Recoded. Let's not talk about that one, shall we? And I mean, 1.5, not like the remastered 1.5, I mean the actual 1.5 game. Not that great. It was definitely beneficial to the story, but the control scheme was really not all that great. But it was still a good game. I mean, it brought so much story to these characters and brought light to so many different things that it was worth playing. Whether you liked the controls or not, it was a game worth playing. Now, you know, I love the series as a whole, and I can't wait to see how Square is going to close out, and how 3 is going to be brought to light, and all the new control schemes behind it, and the environments, the worlds, and how they'll be designed, the new characters you get to meet, the new worlds that you get to experience from a different side. I mean, let's face it, Disney is a giant part of America, and it's pretty much like ingrained into our society as it is, and we see it all the time. But when you play Kingdom Hearts, it's this whole new light. You get to see it in a completely different way than, you know, sitting down and just watching the movie. Like, it's this new experience, and that's amazing. It's truly what I love about these games. I can't even put it into words. I really can't. But I tell you what, I promise there will be more on Kingdom Hearts later to come. I have some ideas in the works for things that I want to do. And, hey, the next episode of Character Breakdown is soon to be up and ready. So, if you like the One Punch Man episode, I guarantee you're going to like this one because it's equally as outrageous. Excuse me. On what this character could do. I guarantee it. I have never wanted to light a physics book on fire any more than I did for this character. And if you happen to miss my tweet, I am a lot more active on Twitter than I am on Facebook. So, if you want to follow my Twitter, the link for that is in the description. Go ahead and click it. Go ahead and follow, and you can stay up to date on like all the stuff that I'm doing, because I do tweet out a lot more than I do post on Facebook. And I also tweet out a lot more than what I mentioned, you know, in my videos. I am being a lot more active on my social media nowadays. But, in case you missed it, our next one for Character Breakdown is Age from Heroic Age. That's right, and oh my god. But, you know what, tune in for the episode. I'm not going to give anything away. You gotta tune in and watch it. And, you know, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Definitely subscribe if you're new, and I guarantee you there's something on this channel that you will like. Because I am kind of getting back to my basics and things along those lines, and I'm trying to kind of go back to when I started this, when I had my energy. I know I said that before, but I kind of faltered, and now I really want to get back into it. So, help me out, you know, come along. Come along for the journey. Come with me now. Anyway, until the next time, everybody, I hope to see you later on around the channel. And until then, I'm Fletcher Stump with Radioactive Inc., signing out.